So we are in this unique space where sharing knowledge is, is just pretty welcome. It's become a very, accepted thing in the industry. Years, and both inside ThoughtWorks and outside is really looked upon as a visionary since he stopped being CEO and stopped harassing all of us and became, chairman.
Topics that I want to cover briefly today, and I will go pretty fast through this, and because I know that we have a lot of important things to discuss. I want to give some context setting about how bad the recession really is. So that's a quick thing on that. A little bit about why IT is so badly viewed in the executive boardroom. A question for you, why did GM fail? So for example, if you look at 1/3 of the Fortune 500 companies in 1970 were no longer in existence by 1983. So in a 13-year period, 1/3 of the countries listed on the Fortune 500 disappeared.
So when we talk about process, I want to take you back maybe the time of the late 1980s or early 90s when the industry led the Singham journey. What it does give you is predictability in terms of at least some things you will do day in and day out. So you don't need to be running behind people to see what they're doing. So there is a method to madness is what that brought in.
One of the problems of people versus process and process versus people, for me these are not debates. And I was telling Roy that one of the things that we as a country have an edge on is that we can deal with ambiguity. I don't think there's anything wrong with CMM, SEI. I know very little about it, whatever little I know. I don't think there's anything wrong with ISO. I don't think there's anything wrong with Lean. I don't think there's anything wrong with Six Sigma. And I would be disappointed if an organization that has acquired the great capabilities that these methodologies brings in throws them out for something else.
There's a problem with that. Doing less with less is fine, but we still got to win, right? So can we do less with less and still win? That's really Lean to me. Obviously, the instance when they had 24 flavors, more people came to the table. They saw the variety, they wanted a sample, they tried it out, etc. However, how many people actually ended up transacting, actually buying Jam? 10 times more people when there were only 6 flavors available.
Well, okay. Quick answer for me is I think they're not going away soon because they're embedded in huge businesses that are going to continue for a long time. So they're not disappearing. I think two things are going to long-term undermine them. I was at a Fortune CEO thing in Delhi about a year ago when they were talking about radical disruption in software.
I think I need to have a lot more understanding of the customer's domain today. When you take a requirement from the customer, our tendency today is, okay, take the requirement and develop.